Howdy, y'all. My name is Brad. I'm coming at you with some more. Be happy. How's it going, y'all? Oh, careful. Don't want to hurt myself. Okay. So, like I said last time, we did the nuclear stuff. Pretty cool. We got ourselves a nice flippin' reactor going on here. So far, I've been playing for a little while, and I don't know. Yeah, we've run through a little bit of yellorium, and we got a little bit of cyanite. Now, one of y'all was suggesting that I use a cyanite reprocessor in order to make this an infinite loop of power, which I could totally do. I could totally do that. I'll show you guys the cyanite reprocessor. Oh, wait, it's not in this. It's not in this mod pack. Unless it's just called something else. Reprocessor. This thing, yes. It's weird that it didn't come. Maybe I typed cyanite wrong. That's weird. So this thing, if you put yellorium into, or cyanite into it, it then converts it back to yellorium. So I could create an infinite loop that way. But what I'd rather have is have a system where we have yellorium coming into this, turning into cyanite, and then we use that cyanite into, oh wait, no, I think the reprocessor makes plutonium or something. I don't know. Anyway, what I'd like to do is have this reactor feed into the big turbine reactor and then have that feed back through. So it'd be a larger loop. But yeah, we totally could use a reprocessor to make that kind of a little bit more efficient. No need to do that. These guys are going great. Let's see how many yellorium, how much yellorium we've got actually going on. I haven't actually checked it today. 9 bars, not bad. We've made 9 ingots. So in the time it took for this thing to use 4, we created 9. So we have enough, in this little chunk here, we have enough to run 2 of these same size reactors at this level of efficiency and everything else. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and actually no, I'll leave that because we might need that for crafting later on. Okay, so what are we doing today? I talked about it a little bit last time. We're doing a ton of breeding today, y'all. It's going to be a big breeding day. So I went ahead and I expanded our little breeding area to make things go a little more smoothly. We've got our 4 genetic imprinters. We've got 12, I believe, industrial apiaries. You can see a couple of them already have bees in them. Right now, I'm trying to turn this guy into a nuclear queen because we're going to need that for one of the bees that we're trying to run. He's probably going to need to be rerun through the system. No, he looks good. And then these guys are pretty much good to go. These are frugal drones, which I'm letting them just kind of build up because there's several different bees that we're going to be working on today that need those frugals. Also, by the way, my throat is a little bit sore, so I may be talking a little bit quieter, a little bit more scratchy or gravelly, depending. Take a little sip of water. Sip of water. Hold on. Oh man. Since I taught today, I had to speak a lot this morning, had to speak a lot this afternoon, and now I'm speaking a lot tonight. It's a lot. It's a lot of talking. A lot of using the old voice box. So here we just have 4 different genetic imprinters. Right now we're using the 9 out of the 13, so this means it does eliminate effects because a lot of the bees that we're going to be trying to work with are going to have negative effects. So without further ado, let's talk about what we're working on. We want to finish the resources quest, all of these. I may not be able to do all of them, and the reason is this little guy, the tricky princess, says something weird about it, and I don't know if I can do it or not, but if you hover over it, watch this. Occurs between October 15th and November 3rd. I don't know what that means. If that means you can only get that bee on those dates, we may never be able to get the tricky queen. I could probably spawn them in if that were the case, but that wouldn't be as exciting. But it might also mean that they only occur naturally during that time. Like it's supposed to be like a fun Halloween bee if you find it out in the wild, but that we can make it with these guys. I assume that's probably more the case. So you can probably just breed them normally. But we want to do this whole quest, right? So we need to make the smoldering, which I don't know why this one comes before this one, because you need the ghastlies in order to make these smoldering bees. So I don't know why the ghastly is set next to that. You need a ghastly to make smoldering. It's weird. It's weird, y'all, but that's fine. So we want to make all these different guys. We want to make the smoldering, the ghastly, the pyro, the Dante, the... what is this one called? I know it off the top of my head. Stained, skeletal, and tricky. We want to make all those bees. We also want to make... actually, I think this one's in a quest 2, is if we go into the machinery, we wanted these guys, the cyanite bees. So we're going to work on those. Those are super easy for us to work on. That's actually why I'm making the nuclear queen over here. Let's kill out these guys. I had a whole bunch of nuclear drones just sitting around, so I thought it would be perfect to make us try and get ourselves a queen that we can use, and then we breed that with a yellorium, and we got ourselves a cyanide. So we're going to work on that one, and then we're also going to work on the cobalt bee. Cobalt bee. Okay. The ardite bee, which is another similar one to the cobalt bee. And we're going to want to be making the Manulian queen. So those are all things that we've been talking about for a long time. I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Will we get through all of them today? Probably not. But at least with this many machines, it should be able to go by pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and start off. Let's make ourselves... Actually, you know what? I don't think I even need to make them. We might have them from another quest that we did. Hold on a second. I just remembered this. What do we got up here? Gelid. Okay. Could have sworn that we had some ghastlies somewhere. Maybe I wasn't paying that much attention. All right, I don't see them, so maybe we don't have them. I could have sworn I had some ghastly bees that I got from something. Oh, and I made a whole bunch of these Winsome Queens. I wanted to make a Winsome Queen super hive. I haven't gone around and done that yet, but I got them all built up. So once I do set that up, it'll be good to go. All right, so I guess we don't have them. So I'll need to make some ghastly queens. So let's make some ghastlies. What are ghastlies? They are baddies and ethereals. So if we go to our terminal, baddies, got plenty of baddies. Okay, and ethereals, got plenty of ethereals. I should probably make a couple of ethereal queens if I can. So let's also get ourselves some honey. Boop, 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 boop. And let's buy ourselves a whole bunch of rando queens that we can turn into stuff. So let's go to the store. Let's grab some forest, manual submit, claim. Let's grab some meadows, manual submit, claim. Let's grab some cultivated, manual submit, claim. Let's grab some common, manual submit, claim. Okay, how are we doing now in our inventory? Still got a couple. We could get one more set if there's another one that seems easy to... Oh, you know what? I'm going to need a Rocky. I know that. Oh, I need Rocky combs for that, though. Well, let's go ahead and get it. I know it's for one of these ones. I think it's for the some of the Orbeez. So Rocky, got a couple of those. Let's grab those. And manual submit, select task, claim reward. Okay, cool. So we'll just go with that for now. Now, we wanted to make... All right, we got our nuclear princess. That's great. Kill y'all, kill y'all, kill y'all. Take you. You go back into the system. Nope, not that one. That one. And then we want a yellorium drone. Oh, look at that. We have one that's a little loner. So it's probably not the proper genes. So let's just go ahead and use that as this. Boom, cyanide queen. So we'll get that gelling up there. Let's go back to our backpack. We have all these different guys. Let's make an ethereal queen if we can. And let's make 2 of them. Because I have a feeling I'm gonna need more than just one ethereal. So they're usually good to have, I guess, for breeding is what it comes down to. So let's let those guys run their course. We got our cyanide queen here. Now let's run the cyanide queen through one of these awesome systems, and we can let that guy start building up some stuff, and we'll work on his genes. So that'll be great. Okay, now while we're waiting on this ghastly, there's a couple of other things we can do. I need hateful bees. Do I have hatefuls? No, I do not have hatefuls there. Let us... go ahead, and you know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna blow y'all's minds. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. Come here, boop, boop. It's going in. Put it all in the system. Put it all in the system. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It's fine. It's gonna be a little bit messy and weird, but it needs to go in there. And I'm tired of not having everything have a place for it to be. Now, one thing is that these will actually be going into the. I'll have to check it actually. Now that I'm doing it, I'm like, wait a minute, this is a horrible idea. Because that's going to be going in and filling up all of these spots with like single ones. And that'll be fine for a little while, but eventually that's going to eat up a lot of our space. But we have that backup of all the 64K storages. What I should have done is I should manually place all this stuff into the terminal so that it actually goes into the... that part of it. But anyway, so just quickly looking for... nothing there. What am I looking for? We're looking for the hateful... Okay, they're purplish. You can see that on the side over there. So we're just looking for some hatefuls. Just quickly opening these just to see if there's any in those. No. No. There might be some outside. or I could have just dumped some into the system now that I connected all that stuff up. So really quickly, just want to check around because you never know what you may have on you, and there's no point going through the huge process of making a lot of these bees. Aha! Hatefuls. Knew I had some. Any more? And we have a queen. Let's take that too, just in case. All right. And that's why using the search feature is really nice because it makes them jump out. You don't have to search so often. Looks like we're about to run out of time here. And I will say that at nighttime, power does start to drain pretty quickly. So it's clear that the solar panel is running the show. Or more importantly, the nuclear reactor is not enough to keep things going. All right, you're going. Oh! Okay, you weren't properly bred. Let's close that out. Let me grab you, put you in here. And we'll put this guy here. You probably need to be, you need to be bred as well. Or gened up. And let's go ahead and gene you up as well, Hateful Queen. Now, that's fine, okay. So, we're waiting on those guys. Cyanite guy should be working, hopefully. So, we'll see how that goes. How are you doing over here? You're doing fine, perfect. Let's check in here. Where's our, what else are we waiting on? We need these guys to breed up so we can make that ghastly. So thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Now, let's put the cultivated there. Let's put the meadows there. And we can go ahead and put this hateful here. And this is just like, because we have the extra space, might as well start breeding some more stuff, right? Oh, he's got a too cold thing going on. Do I have any nether? Whoa! Oh, the T thing. The T thing. Am I still recording? I'm still recording. So frustrating. I think it's because it wants to open the chat window, which is weird. All right, I don't have any nether emulation upgrades, which is actually something I'm going to have to deal with. So let us make a climate control thing. They're really easy to make. Recipe, bronze ingots. Yes, okay. Can't do crafting from here. Whee! Boop. So we need bronze. Okay. We need, do I have, no, I don't have a thing for bronze gear, so I actually need to make that first. Doot, like this, and I believe it's an iron ingot probably in the center. Yep, okay, and we need 2 of these, 2. Now let's go to bronze. Okay, so it should be like this. All right, clear it. 1, 2, and redstone, is that right? Oh, I think it's the other way actually. I think it's actually, yeah, it's this and this. So let's go ahead and make 2 of these. Might as well. So that, what I can do, is I can do that quest that's a repeatable quest, which I believe is under Industrial Factory. And we click this guy, and we go manual submit. Oh, they're not on me. Climate. And manual, and there we go. Now, we can go over to this bee. No, not this bee. This bee. And we can put the hellish upgrade. Perfect. And now let's grab all these guys. And now we have 5 bees. Oh, let me... all these can just go into here. Grab all these guys. Now we're running back out this way. And we want to breed them all. Man, everything got suddenly really slow. I don't know why it got really laggy there. Too many bees, man. All right, so now we got 4 of these guys running through, so this will go much quicker than it usually does. Is it nighttime? It's nighttime. All right, let's go sleeps. Okay. Yeah, all of a sudden the frame rate just started to drop pretty significantly from what I can see. It happens. It happens. We're our pig pen is, it's got a lot of power going on now. Got a lot of power going on. Got a lot of stuff going on. Lots of processing. I'm sure if I checked what my processor was doing, it would be struggling. All right, let's grab all these guys. See how quickly that goes? How great is that? Having all these really helps out a lot. So let's go ahead and get these guys going again. Now, as you'll see, they did not produce any of the nuggets. It's because it's for their specialty. So I'm going to have to actually look at their genes and figure out what their special environment is to start producing cyanite nuggets. Let's get this last little guy out of here. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Now, how are these guys doing? Ah, we've got a couple of ethereal queens. Perfect. So let's take these ethereal queens. Thank you. And thank you. And then you guys can all get deleted. We don't need y'all. I can take the honey. Hold on to the honey. That's a good honey right there. All right, y'all are gone. Take you, easy peasy. And for right now, we can send these ethereals back into the system. Now, these 2 guys, let's get them gened up. Oh, yeah, power is draining a little bit. Is it going back up over here? Okay, it'll get back up. We're just building back up because the night drained the crap out of our power. We have a lot, because we have so many machines on a single line of power, it struggles to get it quickly to all the places that you want it, but it'll get there. Okay, so what do we got? We got the ethereal, which we need to mix with a baddie. So we've got those baddies. So let's go over here. Baddie and I guess I didn't need to necessarily do that for those guys. And ethereal. Get the Ghastly Queen. Perfect. We're going to hold on to you because I think we need to use you later for another gene, if I'm not mistaken. Let's run the Ghastly through. Let's pick one that's fully powered and get that one ready. Cyanide guy's working great, and now it looks like it's perfect. Awesome. So here's what we do. We go and we say auto. No, come on. Auto. Oh, I just realized it's a cyanide. It's not a cobalt. I was thinking of it as a cobalt. It's producing exactly what it should be producing. Okay, Baron Combs, and it should be... Wait a minute. Here, let's take one. Experimentation time. What do you got on me, Cyanide Drone? Oh, I forgot I had the Spirit Drone in there. I don't need him anymore. I was just curious about those ones. Environment. Normal. Production. Possible specialty. So it's normal. Oh, you know what it is? It's just like the Yellorium Bee. It's just a really low percentage. So I'm sure if we let these guys sit here and cycle, they will eventually work. Oh, and I can't keep him anymore because he's been gened. Okay, or he's been examined, rather. So, Ghastly, where are you at? And let's pop you in there. And let's see how this guy goes. And then I need one of the Ghastly drones. So when we get a whole bunch of drones out of this, I need one Ghastly drone for the next step, which is going to mix with a Hateful Bee. So we've got these 4 Hateful drones, and we've got the Hateful Queen running, right? Let's keep this train rolling so that will work. So let's grab Hateful here, that one here, that one here, and that one there. And then we'll just throw another one in here, say. Let those guys run through real quick so that we can increase that. That'll help us for the next one. Okay, while we're waiting on those, because it does seem to be a pretty straight line for a lot of those bees, I can also start working on the Cobalt Bees. So that one is going to take Imperial and Infernal. Do I have Infernals running through the system? Infernal. I have one. This is everything that one could need in order for this to work just fine. So we're going to actually start breeding these guys as well, because I'm going to need several of them. So let's grab you, and you, and you. And obviously these guys do not interchange, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. Grab you. Okay, and now back to your automated spot, or your spot over here. You and you. Okay, so that should be good. Ghastlies, throw them up here. Or not Ghastlies, the baddies, because we don't seem to need those anymore. Cyanide Comb, perfect. How many grains, how many grains do we need for our quest? I think it's industrial, no, it's machinery. And we need this one. 16 cyanide grains, so it's going to be like a stack or two of that stuff. So we're just going to let him run for a while and not worry too much and just move on from there. So we're working on Infernals. Once we have enough Infernals that we can use, I just need an Imperial and an Industrious Queen. So do we have any of those? We should have at least plenty of the... oh wow, we don't have any Industrious Bees. That's crazy to me. Imperial. Yeah, we have some Imperials. Only 78? Am I crazy? Don't we have Imperials up here breeding? That's crazy to me. Hold on a second. Lapis, Plumbum, Stannum, Destabilized, Skystone, Silicon, Cerdius, Floex, Certus, excuse me, Diamandi, Argentum, Bovine. Oh, I put the Bovine in here, by the way, so now we're getting all the Wheaton combs and stuff. Quantum, Auric, where is this? I could have sworn that we had an Imperial in here, and now I'm losing my mind. Because the Imperials were the ones that we had over here for forever. They aren't still over here, are they? No, I took them out, yeah. Where did I put those guys? Huh. Well, time to start looking places. Hold on a second. Let's do this. We're looking for Imperial. I mean, 78 is still enough. There's some Imperials. Okay, that'll work. And then Industrial, or Industrious. Indust. Okay, so let's just quickly look through here. No, quickly look through here. No. Quickly look in our bee bag. Aha! There's one. Ugh, that's not enough, but it's one. All right, that might be... We'll use it, but it's not ideal to just be getting rid of all this. Aha! I knew we had tons of these guys. Industrious. Gotcha. And an Industrious Princess. Perfect. Perfect. I knew we had tons of those. I need to dump those guys into the system at some point as well. All the bees that are in there. Okay, so... Let's eat a cheeseburger real fast. We've been going for 20 minutes. We made a little bit of progress, a teeny little bit of progress. Stuff takes a while, man. Stuff takes a while. And it's fine. If we don't get through everything, then that's okay. All right, so we got some Ghastlies now, too, which is great. Let me just really quickly put away... We've got Imperials. We got Industrious. Got Industrious. Got Industrious. Okay. Oh, and as you'll see, I actually I bred up the sweetened drones. We still need to breed them with the thriving ones in order to get the fruity queen. I'll do that another time because that one requires the different genes. Okay, Ghastlies. Perfect. Let's run you guys through this system. Make sure y'all are all perfect and wonderful and nice and happy and everything fluffy. And then we'll move on from there. Give me the Infernal. Okay. Is it getting dark again? Or just the lighting seems to have gotten dark. That's weird. Okay. So we have now... Ghastlies, and if I take my hatefuls, where are you at? So I can take some hatefuls, I can make a new queen, or I could take a Ghastly queen. I want to keep the Ghastly queen, so I should make a hateful queen. And these Infernals, those are for those other guys. So I think what I will do, we want to let this guy run for a little while until he's good to go. So maybe I can just generate a Ghastly queen here in a second. Come on. And come on. Okay. So let's run the Ghastly through once more. Or once until it gets its perfect genes cycled up. And then I'll use the Ghastly in order to mix with the hateful to get a new queen. Or I can, you know what I can do? Once this guy has a generation, I can take a couple of the drones and make a new one. Or... even better, I just noticed, I can just do these guys, which I believe I've already run through the system. And this guy, let's run him through real quick. We'll breed them together, and I'll see if I can't turn that into a hateful queen real fast. Because that would be ideal. That's what we need in order to take a Ghastly and make a Smoldering. Now, what else can we work on right now? Aha! Here's another one I can do. Let me pop this up. Valiants. Oh, man, I never got these guys going. That's fine. We have 2 queens, so that's enough. Let me run you through this one, that queen. You through this one, that queen. And a couple of y'all through here. And I guess for now we'll just keep these guys in here. I need a Valiant in the system because Valiants need to be mixed with a whole ton of stuff. But that'll do. All right, we got our common. Let's mix it. Need another line. Mix you over here with these hatefuls. Okay, now you guys seem to be perfect. Awesome. Let's grab an automated. Let's just hold on to these, honestly. All right, there we go. So now you're good to go. Cyanite's good to go. The hateful's good to go. We're hoping on Ghastly to be good to go soon. And we're waiting on one of these guys over here to turn into a hateful. Now, this other bee that I can work on, I need the Valiant, I need a Diligent, a Watery, and a Rocky. So I can just take a Valiant drone and mix it with the Rocky that I've already got. So, Valiant drone, let's take one of those. Can't put this back there, can I? Nope. Okay, so then I have a Rocky Princess on me, right? Did I not? I could have sworn that I got a Rocky. What did I mix that with? Was that for the cyanide or something? Why am I confused? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I have a Rocky drone. All right, let's just get another one if we can. I must have just put it somewhere and not paid attention. What did I do? Store. Open. Rocky. Come here. Manual. Claim. Okay. So then we take this and we mix the Rocky and the Valiant, and we get an Ebony Queen. All right, so that's one of the first pieces. We also need a Watery drone. Is that one here? Or not a Watery, but a water drone. Yes, damp combs. Do we have any damp combs? That might be one we don't have now that I think about it. Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about that. Damp, we do. Okay, good. We don't have water, do we? Oh, where? No, okay. So then let's go into here. Manual submit. Claim reward. We need that, and we need to mix those guys with a Diligent. So let's take a Diligent. Got plenty of those. Perfect. And we'll take out our Ebony Queen. We will put in our water princess, our diligent drone. We'll get our, I need ocean, I believe. Yes, ocean. Okay. And then it is totally nighttime. Let's go to bed. That's why I got that clock up there. Pretty cool, huh? So now that will help us. Once we get these two done and then we get them cycled through this so we can actually use them, we can make the stained bee, which was one of the ones that we needed to make for this quest. I think we had stained bees at one point for something. I'm not exactly sure what it was off the top of my head, but it's fine. Now, you need to be both run through these things, don't you? So you can run through there, and you can run through, boop, boop, here. Oh, man, you guys, the breeding's crazy. All right, Valiant, you're good to go. You're good to go. Let's, okay, that's for the Ghastly. That's for the Frugal. Let's go ahead and get this Valiant over here breeding up. Just because we will need them eventually, I would like to have a backlog of Valiants. Valiants are one of the best. When Forestry first came out with bees, Valiants were one of the best bees you could get when it comes down to it. They were really, really useful. Okay, so we got those guys running through there. Now we'll get you, and we'll get you. So those guys are good to go now as well. Let them cycle through. Now, what's next? How are we doing here, Mr. Ghastly? Oh, look at that. You're great. So we wanted to mix a Ghastly with a Hateful. So let's keep this going. We're waiting on the Hateful Queen that will hopefully be bred out of this. Come on. Oh, no. It's got rocky genes. That's awful. Ow. Oh, no. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Wow. Wow. It got the Hateful genes. That is so weird. I thought I bred them out. I must not have. I must not have. Wow. That could have killed me. Let's run those guys through as well. Okay, so we're waiting on a Hateful Queen. That will be necessary. Now, we can start working towards the Skeletal Bee. The Skeletal Bee has a lot of steps. We have to go Modest and Fiendish to make Frugal, which we've got the Frugals now. Frugal plus Forest to make Arid. Arid and Common to make Barren. Barren and Arid to make Desolate. Desolate and Forest to make Skeletal. Lots of steps. We're already on step 1 because we got these Frugals. So now I would like to mix these Frugals with a Forest Bee, which is a Hive Bee, so no biggie. Let's get rid of these drones. We don't need any of these drones. Let us go back to the store. Let's buy a Forest. Manual submit. We're also going to need, in a moment, a Common, and then we'll need another Forest, so we'll have to get that when we get to it. Need some more honey. Doot, doot, doot. Honey. Boop. Boop, boop. Manual. Go. Okay. So, let us take a Frugal. Let's mix it with a Forest. Let's get ourselves an Arid. While we're waiting on that, let me put these Frugals back with this guy, because you need those. And huzzah. Let's make sure you're all nice and properly gened up, because we know that desert-based bees tend to be dangerous. Those are the ones that tend to explode on you and whatnot. So we would like to avoid that as much as possible. And where's your Hateful friends? There we go. Okay, looking good. Ebony needs to be cycled. Oh, wait, we don't need to because we just need the products of this. I don't need an Ebony set. So what we can do is I'll take all these guys out. Let's keep the Ebony Queen. Let's take the watery or the ocean Queen, mix that with the Ebony Drone. That'll give us the Stained Queen. So that's one of the ones that we were trying to make. The rest of these guys, I will cycle through their genetics because then they'll stack better in the computer system for when we need them in the future. But otherwise, no big deal. So we'll do that and do that just so that they stack. Got our Stained Queen, and we will plop this guy into one of these as soon as these guys are done. Let's take you out. Pop the Stained Queen in. Arid Queen just got processed, so let us put it, I guess, here. Okay, Arid Queen, go through, cycle. And Ghastly's there. What do we got here? Oh, this has Ghastly's, which are now perfect, it seems, which is great. Let's automate them. So this guy I can empty out, and we can start using that one for something else. Put these guys away. Whew. Oh, man. I feel like I'm on a flippin' roll right now. Why do I have this Ebony Drone? I took it out, that's why. Take this Ebony Drone. Get my Stained Queen. Stained Queen. So that one We just need to get it to the point where we can actually have it cycling so that it's producing its goods. So that's good. So that's one of them down. I can put a little check next to that. So we have finished the Stained. We've finished the Ghastly. We're still waiting on our Hateful Queen so that we can make the Smoldering. Hopefully this guy will finish his life soon. Come on, buddy. I could do it the other way, but I want to keep the Ghastly Queen that we have. So I'm kind of trying my best to avoid that problem. Let's take you. What else is in here? You, okay. Anything else? You ocean guys. All right, so then let's take our system. Boop, boop, boop. And I guess that's that. Now, what else can we work on now? So, Imperial and Infernals. Infernals. We got some Infernals, right? These guys. Let's cycle them and like start producing more from them so that we can use the Infernals for our... we need those for the Cobalt and the Ardite, which then leads to the Manulin. So once we have that, we're good to go. How are we doing on our Cyanite guy over here? Just 2 Cyanite combs. 47 bees, 33 barons, 2 Cyanite combs. Oh, it's going to take forever, y'all. It's going to take so long. Oh, man. All right, I'm looking at the time now, and I'm noticing that we're starting to get to the point where it's probably going on for too long. So let's aim for, let's just make sure that we get the, perfect. Don't even have to finish my sentence because this will allow us to do it. I was going to say, I would like to make sure that we get the Smoldering Bee. Like, I felt like that would be a good end game. But now we're going to be able to get it, no problem, because I can just take one of these guys, boop, and we mix this Hateful with this Ghastly. We get ourselves a Smoldering Queen and allow that to process through. What else we got here? Infernal Princess, great. Where's our drone? Great. You guys won't have a negative effect, so that'll be nice, because I know that y'all are dangerous. So dangerous. Smoldering Queen. Cool. And let's run this Smoldering Queen through, and we'll get that one cycling just like we are with the rest. Let's get these Stained everythings into a good cycle. Boop. And boop, boop. Oh, take this Hateful out. And boop, boop. Take this Hateful out. Are you not the same? How are you not the same? Why aren't you the same? Oh, it's the worst. So let's go ahead and we'll just store those guys then. Ew. That's funny how that worked. Valiant. You look good. Okay, cycle through. Whenever they produce all the same offspring, you can be pretty confident that they are done. Arid, we need to process you through as well, don't we? No, we just need you. Arid needs to mix with a common to make a Baron. Okay, so we can do that. We can do that. So let's mix Arid with common. Common and Arid. Boom, we'll get a... Wait. Is that what we wanted? Yes, Baron. Okay. So the Baron, we'll run that through. And what that's going to give us is the next steps. Run the Baron through. And we'll hold on to these guys. Let's take these Stains out. Stain Princess. Oh, I need to run this other Stain Drone through. Let's grab our Smoldering Princess. Let's go back over to this spot. Drop these guys in here. Let us find a spot for Mr. Smolders. All right, Mr. Smolders, there you go. Too cold. You need some heat. All right. Click. What? Upgrade. Oh, we're already using it for one of them. That's why I was like, why don't we have the Nether Emulation upgrade? Because we're using it for one of these other guys. Weren't we? For these Hatefuls. Well, we don't necessarily need the Hatefuls anymore as much, right? We have enough drones and things like that. I can leave them in limbo there for a moment just so we can use this. I'll make more of the upgrade systems later on. Stained, thank you. And Baron. So let's go ahead and put these Stained there with the rest of the Stains. And let's grab this Baron and drop it over here. And we'll allow that to cycle through. And let's cycle through all these Arid Princesses and drones. And then once we have our first cycle off of the Baron, we're just going to take the Queen of probably this Queen, the Arid, mix it with one of those drones. And then we will have from that our Desolate Bee, which a Desolate mixed with a Skeletal gives us the final one that we're looking for, which is, or mixed with a Forest gives us a Skeletal. And so that'll give us the final step in the bees, which is the Skeletal Bee that we're looking for. So let's go ahead and let's look at our quests right now, the resources quests. We now have the ink sac bee. We have this guy, the stained bee. We have the smoldering bee. We have the ghastly bee. We are a couple steps away from this skeletal bee, but we're almost there. So we're working towards the pyro and the Dante. So that shouldn't be too long. Basically, the way that those guys work, I'll just read it to you. Dante is smoldering plus austere, which austere is a frugal and a modest. We've got those, no problem. That gives us Dante. Oh, Dante is before pyro, excuse me. So we have the Dante. With that, and then you just mix a Dante with a carbon and you get a pyro. We've got plenty of carbon because we have so many coal bees running, so that's no biggie. And then a sinister and a common gives us the tricky bee. So I can finish out the rest of these on my own. Like I said, we've been working on those infernals and everything, so we can also get the cobalt and ardite. I will likely go ahead and finish all of these bees off camera, so I'll just keep doing this process later on tonight. I got to go record something else with the rest of the gang, so I do need to be getting this episode over. So anyway, y'all, this has been a big bee breeding episode. And like I said last time, part of the reason I want to get this bee breeding stuff done is so that we can be working on our high-level resources, and then we can build our super hive. So we'll probably break ground on the super hive sometime later this week. Maybe not next episode, but maybe the one that comes out on Sunday. That's usually when I can devote a little bit more time because I can have my Friday morning to deal with that. But anyways, y'all, with all that, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price. This has been Be Happy. We've been breeding, and I will see y'all next time. Oh, by the way, I was totally thinking, like, we should totally build, like, a giant floating flying bee up here, like, that we could put stuff in. I think it'd be super cool. Like, he could be flying above the hive, and you could see him, like, way, way up here, and you have to teleport with an elevator, and then you have a thing in it. Okay, never mind. Anyways, just wanted to go ahead and tell you guys that, and just so you can know, and then you guys can tell me what you guys think should be inside of this giant bee that's flying up here that we should build. So anyway, with all that, see you all next time. Okay, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.